Well, good morning. Another week and another adventure here on Earth. And today we're going to be focusing on the heart center and shifting our consciousness from the thinking mind, which is always going, we can never stop it, but actually to move towards the heart center, which doesn't hold fear, it doesn't hold time. We can be fully present. So we will just be exploring it through a heart chakra set. So everyone's really welcome. So let's get started. Your hands together, let's rub them. Feeling a coldness, just feeling the temperature of our hands. Might be warm, might be a bit chilly. Winter's arrived here in England. And then moving them together and pressing them, consciously recognizing that here we are and the miracle of being, just being here, being present to what is. Notice the breath coming in and out. Just allowing ourselves to relax down, however our bodies are presenting themselves. Let us welcome our bodies, these temples that as we get older are crumbling, and yet we honor them, we take care of them, and we learn to love them. Not just indulge them, but to deeply nurture and care for this temple that we've been given. Nothing to think or do, just to be. Just for a moment, an eternal moment of presence. Feeling your hands now tucked in between, right into between the breast, to the heart center. To be present to whatever is. To notice the weather systems blowing over us, through us, round us, as we cling on to this life. But coming back to the heart. Let us take a deeper breath in and out. And in to begin. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Dev Namo. Om Dev Namo. Breathe in. Suspend the sacred breath. Notice how it's nourishing the bloodstream, taking the oxygen. This breath which will die in a moment on the out breath. Now release it. Let it die. Fully release it, pushing out all the life in the air. And coming, breathing in again, taking in a new life, a new breath, a new moment. Filling our lungs to full capacity, sitting straight. Holding it, adjusting the spine, dropping the shoulders straight back, chin gently tucked in, and release that life of that breath, being regenerated by the trees, the plants, and release. Stay a moment, recognizing the cycle, every moment, every breath of life, and then death. We cannot trap it or hold it, or it becomes stale. Just this moment. And on each breath, release down into the ground through the sitting bones. Sitting straight. Holding that strong back, soft front. Bringing your hand onto your pulse, wherever you might feel it. Keeping that long, deep breath going. This pulse that has been going from the moment, a few weeks after conception. Down into trusting the equilibrium of our bodies. Because they work for us and with us. And just begin with a few Sufi grinds to wake the lower spine up. Relaxing right down into the sitting bones, feeling them on each side. I always used to look for the big, the dramatic. How long could I do something for? This is all around the thinking mind, but we're dropping down now just into experiencing what a miracle it is to live on earth. Just feeling it from side to side, from cheekbone to cheekbone. Coordinating it like an orchestra with your breath. Letting your top of your torso flop as you're being held like one of those magnetic characters that can wobble on the ground and come back to upright. Feel what it's like to be held by the pelvis. Trusting, let the whole of your body trust your pelvis to hold you. Keeping the breath going long and deep. And changing directions. Enjoy the being held by the pelvis, the structure that holds the child inside, holds us together. Let your head go floppy. As we trust the process of being here on earth. Coming back to the center. So stretch our legs out. Shaking them a bit. Massaging the legs, opening up space. Now, all the way down the sciatic nerve, holding our body back straight. Let our hands go down to our toes or to the shins, feeling the stretch down the legs. Keep that long, deep breathing with the shoulders dropped, feeling the stretch. Eyes gently closed. The mantra today really is listening to our heartbeat. If you like, now shift and move up and down, stretching that nerve. And slowly rolling ourselves back up. Continue some warm-ups, lying down onto our backs. Pulling our knees into our chest, our head into our knees. Feeling that curling up into a ball. We curl up into balls to protect ourselves like hedgehogs. Feel the tension of that curling up. As you curl up, you may need to support your head with one hand. Do a breath of fire. Feeling your belly pumping in and out. Take a breath in. Hold the breath. Feel the oxygen going round your blood. And release down. Slowly unfurling. Dropping the shoulders right down to the ground. Do some alternate leg lifts, mindfully raising one leg and dropping it, and then the other leg. Using the breath. You may want to have your hands over your heart, reminding us of listening to the heartbeat. Let the mind do what the mind does. It will always be circling. The more we just can observe that, but not get caught in it, into the stories that it creates. Feeling into the heart. The more we ignore those stories, the more they'll shout. We recognize them, we see them. We have compassion on the stories, but they are stories. If you want, you can put your hands under your bum and do double leg lifts, keeping the lower back on the ground. Breathing in as you come up and out as you go down. Or keeps a single leg lift, it doesn't matter. Working at solar plexus, third center, the navel point. Grounding us because the heart needs grounding. Last few. And release. Pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Good standing. Expand, feeling your feet just nicely gathered onto the floor. I have had a tendency, and I think we all do, numbing down. So we just stroking all the outside, the fascia, the skin, to say, yeah, I see you, I recognize you, I know you. You too are really important. Might be any area where you're feeling tender, hurting, moving your feet one to the other. Breathing in, we gather our attention to the sensations. Let's keep pummeling the feet, and on the out breath, drop down into the earth. Drop down into your own body, into your own presence. Now, with our feet about our hips width apart, we're going to do some miracle bends. As we come up, we join our thumbs, breathing in, stretching up, just feeling the stretch. And breathing out, just dropping down vertebra by vertebra, remembering our intention here on earth, dropping down into that intention of taking care of ourselves. And as we do that, we take care of others. And again, breathing in, bending your knees, coming up, remembering the heavens, remembering where we've come from, and our intentions here on earth, and slowly unfurling, curling your spine down, dropping down, taking care of that nurturing of those values that we came to earth with. And again, breathing in, coming up, stretching up, attune to yourself. And this time attune to your heart, feeling the heart expand as you go back. The heart is not time-bound. It's not caught up in stories or dramas. It beats steadily for us. Just attune to this heart. And as you come down again, attune to the earth, what the earth is calling us to, and to those who are in our lives that we are attuning to. And this time, the last time, coming back up, consider the space that we open between our rib cages. As we open our shoulders, stretching our arms out a bit, as we go back, opening up to all the space between the cells. And this time, instead of going right down, just bringing your arms down to your sides. Feet a little bit further apart now, arms out to the sides. Holding the spaciousness of this position, of this measure of life, holding the space that we've been given on earth without fear. And we're going to move down, one hand to the opposite foot, looking up to the opposite shoulder. Do it slowly, intentionally. Bring back up on the in-breath and down. Feeling each bone, each part. We're not in a hurry. The heart is never in a hurry. It's just fully present. And when the heart goes into hiding, our reasoning, thinking brain takes over. And of course, we create so many stories which can always be substantiated. Now, listening to the spaciousness of the heart, it is not concerned with fear. It's not even concerned with the amount of time we live on earth. It's concerned that we shine our light, our love, into this world. Just a few more. Feeling your feet grounded, your heels on the ground, your toes. To be fully alive, like a baby, giggling and glowing and wriggling with joy. Just for the fact we're alive. Coming back up. And holding our hands in prayer posture. Honoring back right to the heart center, drawing all the limbs. And slowly tap your foot and lift one leg up, looking to a spot in the distance. Don't do it on the mat. Sometimes you need a firmer surface. You can hold yourself. The heart is in stillness, just present. And drop that foot. Tap the other one, bring it up. Dropping down into the one leg that's standing. Long, deep breaths. Notice your hands. Bring everything to the heart center of balance. Whoops. I lost my balance. And return down. Now we're going to work on the heart center. We're going to do some punches. So the heart is courageous. It doesn't mean that we give in to things. We hold a position, but the position is never to harm or hurt. But nevertheless, we hold a position with love. So we're going to do some holding our arms into the side and punch forward and bring back. On the out breath, punch forward, bring it back, right at the center, at the heart level center. The heart is gentle and tender, but it's very strong. When we have decisions to make them from the heart, but it still means that we make decisions. But we hold them with a quality of care rather than resentment. Get into a rhythm with your breath and the movement. Feel your elbows hitting on the rib cage. play with opposites. So the heart in some ways is like a lion. It's fearless, but it's gentle like a dove. Imagery from the Bible, where the lion and the lamb lie down together. This is the heart center speaking. And we don't need to do things to gain on someone. We just do it because it's deeply in our intention on earth. Holding a position without fear. Last few. And release the position. Shake out the hands. Shake out the shoulders. Bring your hands to anywhere that might be needing a little bit of support. And we're going to, next exercise is also right at the heart center. Thumb inside into a fist. And we're going to do big circles. Right at the heart center. So you're feeling the fist. So life is always played out in these opposites, because that is the polarity on earth. So you're feeling the tension in your hands, and yet you're feeling the heart expanding. So here you have the tension of the mind, all the stories, the fears being held in tension, with the heart that is not fearful. The lamb knows that it can sit with the lion. You might start feeling your arms getting heavier. If you need to take a break, take a break. Breathing in as the arms go back and releasing as they go forward. You might want to observe the discomfort, or how the muscles might be needing a bit more oxygen, or the shoulders might be straining. Recognize, let the heart lead you as to at what point you stop and protect yourself, and at what point do you let it be? Changing directions. Last few seconds. Bringing your hands back, shaking your hands out, shaking the whole body out. Letting the nervous system relax, release. Shake. Let your whole body shake. Arms go heavy. Just let them drop. Feeling now coming back into just a strong standing position. Dropping the shoulders. Being present. Dropping into your own body. When we can't drop fully into ourselves, we split parts of us off. They become outcasts. And we know, I know in my life, where those outcasts, they can suddenly intrude on me with an outburst. They invade me because they've been ignored. Allowing all these parts of us, the outcasts as well as the incasts, to hold a place. I'm coming down to sitting. Staying with the heart center, hands in Venus lock, so just interlocked. And we're going to do some pumps up and down through the heart chakra. Breathing in as you come up and out as you go down. These exercises are all quite challenging for my shoulders. So be gentle and kind and allow the other parts to support, which is what physio is all about, to be supported in the parts that are vulnerable by all the parts around. Last few. And come down. Release. Put your hands over your heart. Focusing back just onto the mantra of the heartbeat. Life is a whole cycle of living, dying, being reborn. And the magic of our energy here on earth, meeting with universal energy, with God, whatever we call that great being, the spark of the divine, meeting us in that heartbeat, telling us that we are perfect as we are. Noticing what's going on in your mind, might be settling. As we go into the physicality of the body, often the mind is well distracted. And the last exercise we're going to do before we go to Yoga Nidra is having our hands up, and we're going to do sa, ta, na, ma. So it's coming from infinity to birth to living and dying. So using that mantra, using right through the heart center. If that's too hard a position, you can lower your arms. And feeling the sounds as they go through. So we're using the nad to support us in the practice of the heart. Sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na, sa ta, sa ta, sa ta na, sa ta na, sa ta, sa ta na, sa ta, sa ta, sa ta, sa ta na. Whisper it now. Ta na ma, sa ta, sa ta, sa silent, but just from the heart center, feeling the rhythm of the sound current as we go through these cycles, each day, each breath of living and dying and being reborn. Softening your eyes as you do it, looking up to your brow point. All the time listening to the heartbeat. Coming back to a whisper. Sa, 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 sa. And now to the full sound, feeling it vibrate through your system. Satana, 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 Satana. Notice the sounds in your mouth and the vibrations they make. Satana, 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 Satana. Take a breath in, release down to the heart center. Offer our hearts that are unbreakable. No amount of violence can break the intention of the heart living here on earth. Feeling it through your hands. In this moment, here we are alive. Part of a great, great creation that's mysterious, unfolding, infinite. And dropping our hands down, coming down to lying comfortably on the floor. Last 5 minutes, we're going to completely relax, feeling into our bodies, into our hearts, allowing yourself to drop down, to be held by the earth. Even in times of great crisis, it is those who hold the heart center without panic, without aggression, without fear, dropping right down into the center of our beings, we can be the most help in this world of suffering. Just watching for a moment the mind that always wants to know, to acquire knowledge, to know the answers, that has the huge capacity to reason, to plan, to make a direction. The human condition, the thing that sets us apart is this thinking mind. And of course, our minds want to make sense of this world and what hurts. Just honor this part of us. Now let's move down from our head to the heart. Heart does not need this, does not need to make rational sense. Feeling your heart beating. The heart knows, it always has known. It's always longed for unity and oneness. Just feel the space around your heart. Let your body drop down into trusting the not knowing, the mystery of the heart. The heart just needs a little bit of space, not to be constricted. Feeling into this sense that the heart is not weak, it's not giving in to things, just seeing from another place. Begin to allow your mind to go fuzzy. Just trusting the heartbeat. Recognizing that not knowing the future, not knowing not knowing how to control, just not knowing. It's like a mist. We're walking through a mist of not knowing. Just a small lantern to guide us. Keep your breathing long and deep. We know the mind is frantically searching for the end point. The heart, with the lantern, just knows one step at a time. It sees, knows, trusts. The heart knows that not knowing is not a failure. It's called faith. When our minds run out of reasons to fix, sort, answer, hearts stay open beyond time and space. They're not trapped in the sufferings of the world. Sufferings of our mind as the stories go round and round of injustice, unfairness, laziness, invasions. The heart is not troubled because we know beyond all life is unfolding itself. letting yourself drop into this unfolding. We know we are walking half blind. We know that. Trust it. Trust the lantern, the mist. It's enough just to have grace for the next step. Till the answer reveals itself. And we know beyond doubt, because we're listening to the heart. Just to breathe, to listen, and clear the mind of its mist and fog, to trust that we're here on earth to love from the heart center. Slowly bring yourselves around, twisting, turning, holding, rubbing, moving your spine. Drawing your knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug. And roll yourself up and down. And come back into sitting. And in all this, the golden seal is the knowing of the Sat-Nam, that great truth within that connects with the even greater truth without, which is oneness. It's the opposite of navel gazing, is to recognize and connect the truth within to the great truth without. Holding our hands in prayer position. Let's chant 3 times. Let's breathe in to begin. Sat Nam. Bow to the heart.